Yo, hello everybody. I think my V-Bridger got delayed. Yeah, it did. Well, I need to restart iOfficial mocap. There we go. Hold on, I need to open something. I just got home today, so there we go. Hold on. Hello to Egg Maniac. Hello Ezzy. Hello Master One. We're gonna play some Genshin. By the way, my Columbina cosplay got here 2 days ago. I just didn't try it on until today. Um. Oh, you wanna see? Yeah. I forgot to put on a chest binder. And so yeah, that's the outfit. You guys like it? Just another average day in the Jimmy Neutron household. Pretty much. I also got a new drawing tablet, but I need to get a display port adapter. Because I can't plug in my drawing tablet to the motherboard HDMI because it doesn't work. Same with my monitor. I don't know why. Oh yeah, isn't it Toma's birthday today? Happy birthday, Toma. By the way, Toma might be like one of my favorite Genshin husbandos. Wait, is Laban back? Thank you. I think I can also do Columbina's voice, but I need a bit more practice. I also need to crimp the wig in case you haven't noticed. I need to style it. But yeah, I'm going to Comic-Con on my birthday. Also, I think Freminet's in cryo jail or something. Yep, Lieben is back. He is back. Back again. I might have missed some of the rewards because I haven't had a chance to play Genshin the last few days. Did you also hear what Honkai Star Rail had to do for their next nation? Yeah, there's political tensions in Japan and China right now, and Honkai Star Rail has to remove some shit from the new nation. I forget what it's called. I haven't played Honkai Star Rail in like a bajillion years. But yeah, it's just like really annoying. That proves once again that politics just ruins everything. Glap is my husbando. From Smiling Friends? I mean, it's kind of real shit, not gonna lie. I'm gonna do some stuff in Natlin, because, like, I was kind of gone for Natlin. And I just, like... Yeah, I just did not really like Natlin very much. So I didn't play the map. I like Not a Cry better. Nothing's gonna beat Fontaine, though. I'm just gonna say that. "9 days till I turn 18. I'll finally be free from certain people. Can you guys believe it's been 6 years since 2020? Yeah, I got a display drawing table, but I need to buy HDMI to DisplayPort cable. I was gonna use it as a second monitor for my stream, so I don't really have that much desk space for that. You know what I'm saying?
Sort the items by type and store them for future use.
Sorry, I needed meat. Wait, was that Bambi's mother? I've been... hello, Big T. I've been listening to Plastic Surgery Disasters by Dead Kennedys. It's such an amazing album. This fourth theme is a fast and violent punk rock. I see. It's nice you enjoy that. Hello, Winter the Second. Happy Freminet Friday. Happy Freminet Friday indeed. Only felt like the pandemic started just yesterday. Insane how that's almost 6 years ago. Yeah. 2020 is like one of the... Actually, it is the worst year in my life. I'm not gonna get into why, because I legally can't explain why. But, Yeah, it was really bad. And most of it wasn't even related to the pandemic. I'll just put it that way. Don't I need to do the Imaginarium Theater again? I need one of those bat dinosaurs. Where are they? I forget what they're called. Hello, Yusuf. I think I had COVID like 3 times, and most of those times I like barely felt anything. I just had like a runny nose. Most of the time when I had COVID, it was like not very bad. Patter, patter, patter. Could it be a Saurian? I mean, it's fucking Natlin. I want to be surprised if it was. And it probably is. Do I have to like go up here? Nah. Wait, there's the thing. Let me cook. Wait. Benny Rolls is the purple guy. The Benny Roll is William Afton? What? Oh, hello, Beatles World. What if Atlantis was discovered and every defunct Six Flags ride was there? I don't know, I've never been to Six Flags. I don't see anything like that right here. But I do see it right there. What? I can't tell if this is better or worse than the puzzles in Inazuma. Like, actually fuck the puzzles in Inazuma, bro. That shit was AIDS. And I did like almost all of them just for the teapot. Yeah, that's what my sorry ass did. And Yusuf is only a figment of my imagination. Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks is the Antichrist. Sans is Ness. What? I tend to come across the most random of things. I got to at least one random thing at the start of every year since I think 2023. And I dream broken shit. Okay. I mean, I do often find a bunch of obscure things too.
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with twins! What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grandmaster, and the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, I was also thinking of cosplaying as Durin, but I think he's too new for me to cosplay yet, so I picked Columbina.
It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our
Wait, let me guess.
I want my Pookie to cosplay Varka or Albedo.
Down the abyssal dragon.
He was supposed to get his wisdom teeth removed today, but there was like snow outside and we couldn't leave when we were supposed to. Drew McIntyre just won the WWE Championship and I'm high as balls. I wish I was high as balls. Hello, I can't pronounce her name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why does every...
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nasha Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could see them, but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Nodcry before, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal. Well, let me turn it up so you guys can hear. I love it when my Wi-Fi's on 3 bars.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moon Prayer Night.
Hold on, I need to restart V-Bridger again. Or official mocap more accurately. There we go. Yeah, because my internet's being a piece of work.
I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar. We don't know when the wind will blow. Yet when the wind blows, we will know.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity. And I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps
So excited for
ahead.
Varga. Me too.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Notcry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival.
Visit the Curatorium of Secrets. There it is. Bunny be going skirt, skirt, and trip, trip all over this game. Real. Wanna know what obscure random thing I got into this year? This obscure Czech cartoon from the 70s called Vila Amelka. Mind you, I'm Gen Z and I actually enjoy it. There's some English fan dubs too. Wait, really? That's pretty neat. Where the fuck did it take me? This is not the Curatorium of Secrets. This is the Curatorium of Baby Girl. I don't know.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime...
I could have also cosplayed Nefer, but I'd rather people not, you know... Nefer's a bit too fan servicey for me to feel comfortable cosplaying her yet. I was originally going to cosplay Veressa, but her outfit's too revealing for me to be comfortable.
First,
In public, at
the
least.
abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Cause I'm going to Albuquerque Comic Con, and some people in Albuquerque are like fucking freaks. So
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life.
Oh,
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the they claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-nights Favoni.
I'm also practicing acting as Columbina because I'm one of those cosplayers that like want to match the character 1-to-1 as much as I can.
It's quite a miracle.
Which means matching their
to
speech patterns and
understand
mannerisms,
phantom
because,
speech,
yeah.
Given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum.
Oh, so it's a bunch of unks
Intelligence,
fighting each
My
other.
sole interest is in the value of the information, which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
We get it, Nefer. You wanna get into that Lemosy.
So
We get it.
calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon.
I really got recommended some art of Amalka out of nowhere on DeviantArt. Looked up the name of the character, found out what show, and enjoyed it. It's a soft Arcel, man. I'm weird. I mean,
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
it is what it is.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flints, and me.
Agreed. It coincides.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations.
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case.
You'd be surprised.
Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure
Speaking
she'll
of,
jump at the opportunity.
my commissions are 50% off. Until my birthday. So if you want to call me, now is the time. Everything's half off.
No, 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 no.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick. This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship. Like a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same.
Wait,
thing through
what?
Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. After, wow. Really? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, she runs really fast.
But
Just checking to see if V-Bridger is still misbehaving. Sorry.
Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you?
fair enough.
Why, Vark? You want to ride my spaceship? I don't even know where the fuck that thing is, or even if it
In
works.
that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too.
Albedo, you talk like ChatGPT.
What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, boss.
Bye, Ezzy. Yeah, I got a display drawing tablet. I want to show.
Gloomy when it
Do
rains.
you want me to show you some things I drew with it? Sorry, I almost ticked. Yeah, I drew this. It's Varka feeding Durin booze. I was too lazy to do line art. And I also made this drawing of Yale and Oliver, which I actually really like. The drawing tablet I got was an XP Pen Artist 13.3 Pro V2.
But people, they're much more difficult.
Oh, there's also another one. Yeah, I drew this too. My drawing tablet gave me this software called Open Canvas 7 for free, so I drew this with Open Canvas, which is why it looks different. I want to practice digital painting. And he winter messaged me, and it might be something private, so I'll look at it on my phone. Never mind, it wasn't.
Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
What the fuck? Thank you.
Wow, what do you know? Yehuda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists.
Ah, you're already here.
It's Boob Deer.
What a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal.
Also, why does Velma have pointed ears?
No one's ever seen
She's like the
something
only
quite
one
like this before.
on Hisi Island
Thought I should see it
so
for
far that I've
myself.
seen that looks like that.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the
Like, I know there's elves in Genshin Impact, like Layla, Klee, Alice, the Hex and Zircle fuckers, so yeah, I know, but, like, still. What exactly is Velma? I know she's a moon chanter, but, like, what is she?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited...
Because she can turn
information
into a
about them,
deer.
since they can't be interacted with. The most we've been able to deduce...
And my
is
brain's
that
making
these
itself high
signs
again.
appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand.
Llama can lend me a hand. What? What? I'm not gay.
Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a fan?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even...
Oh.
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment. and hope for the best.
She got them Harry Potter villain
All
ears.
back together. Must have been a lot.
I have a question. Why does Sus from the first season, first few episodes, season 2, Family Guy sounds like a guy? I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Indeed.
I don't really
Now
watch
let me
Family
ask you
Guy.
some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary.
Huh. Well,
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exists in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
good point. Great
Oh.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So... just
What
like
is this shit
before,
made out of?
There was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go, and enjoy your feast.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
They started
Goodness
again.
knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
So when did the traveler get here?
If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our
We should go with...
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Sorry,
Dick.
brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's and think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll
How did the traveler get out of it then?
Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for one.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team named?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
I mean, Venti's an alcoholic, so,
Oh, no! Oh.
poor Durin.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed,
But we have to at least try.
and try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water.
Durin's an idiot. I love
Any
him.
better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
Are his ears made out of, like, whatever Macho's horns are made out
That is
of?
correct. As you know, once the abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster.
I see.
An abyssal disaster once more. What was it? Okay.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught,
Thank God they
all
added that.
grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave, be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Wait,
One is not easily moved by history.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in your curiosity toward the abyss. Is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rere's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you, and I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerir, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Incredibly, our
Other than, like,
secret
actually, like,
investigations
what
led
the
us all
hell?
to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look.
That's a mood, honestly, Paimon.
Is something that.
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frost Moon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up. Shutting
Yeah,
up.
Yahoda.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night.
I mean, she has to bring up a valid
That
point.
we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
Well, the food has air in it, like ice cream or marshmallows. You might be a bit cooked.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
Freminet's gonna fucking punch you, Yahoda.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't.
If he
know
finds out you did that,
how
he is
much
going to like whip it out. Wait, what about his claymore? That is not his little sprunky. Okay.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out
Anyone
what
on the
she's
Twitch
into.
know?
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled, but it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
I mean, you were a kid like a year ago. A year and a half ago. You were a baby Durin.
Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time, too? Walkies? For Kuhenki?
What the fuck?
Pets, you know.
Yeah, Columbine needs to take our Kuhenki for walkies.
Oh, well, looks like we just came at a bad time. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs
Why would she rest anywhere but in here?
Columbina, are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks
The
like she
flowers
wasn't
change
here,
color.
Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. What about Luonatar? Luonatar, you there? Hey, do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her? Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening.
She's going to disintegrate.
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed, based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's not Cry's information hub after all.
makes sense. Let's go.
I always get so gloomy when it rains.
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious? It's never been here before.
No.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over.
Whoa!
Not sure. But it...
No, not that way. The final boss is
The... Sniffer Mole?
That's the
What?
final boss?
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Isn't she like the only Genshin character that canonically gave birth and fucked?
What if...
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing, so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice? It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a dodo but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think?
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy.
Why aren't you taking care of your daughter?
Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see.
Long distance relationship,
That was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it.
I'm getting gay panic. Please help. Who is Freminet? Freminet's the thing on my head. See?
Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice.
This
from
is
the Hudson
Freminet.
Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too. That's right. She's a good person. Just kinda... unpredictable.
That's not backhanded at all.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nodcry, Alice?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You... Oh, drat! My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
What is that witch hat? That's like a skeleton of a witch hat.
Why are you playing along?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And...
You're quite right. I'm here in Nodcry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for. Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, no wonder they tend to show up around moon prayer.
Is it because the real moon is now so close?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, the trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago.
What?
Before the heavenly principles came.
So I'm not talking, I'm just locked
the
in.
then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow...
Hello, Cameron. I heard Alice doesn't really give a shit about Tevat. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that.
3 moons is gathered here in Nodcry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame.
Oh my god. V-Bridger's pissing me off.
Noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a
Hold on, I need to check my computer's temperature in AMD, because, it's been making weird noises recently. Also, we hit 1 hour. Let's go.
Question, but it does make sense.
What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god. That is like some... That is some delay if I've ever seen it. There we go, finally. There we go, performance. My GPU's at 52 degrees. My CPU might be kinda killing itself.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. I see, I see.
Nicole?
Oh, so you... yes, of course.
Isn't Nicole gonna become playable?
Fate. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
What? Once long ago, the damsel... Bitch!
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last.
Before she starts disintegrating.
Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose.
This may be your last chance to visit Frostmoon Enclave. Don't let it slip away.
Come on! Wait for me! The Frostmoon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes. How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way in the past. People would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face, like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming! I want to watch them a little longer.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frostmoon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Does
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little
Snitches don't get bitches, they get stitches.
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast.
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
It is. Trust me.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frostmoon Scion.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry. I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frostmoon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! Then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
It's fucking food. It's not that deep. Well, unless if you're homeless, but that's another conversation.
I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's theoretically, speaking so candidly, should put me in their crosshairs too. But they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want.
Yeah, it's all shits and giggles until you disappear. And Klee becomes an orphan. And she kind of is one already.
Unfortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up, it's time. Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now.
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small... The second problem
What?
is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert.
What, is this sky just a giant fucking OLED screen? How would that spaceship get through? It's made of really tough material. It could probably break through the false sky, wouldn't it?
That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take... Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super...
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin...
I can already smell the Rule 34 artists, like, whipping out their drawing tablets. And maybe something else, but definitely their drawing tablets.
Klee didn't make the list.
Cough, cough. Definitely wasn't fiddling with my drawing tablet pen or anything.
Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best.
Yeah, she's a little angel that lights shit on fire and blows it up. Yeah, she's a little angel indeed.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah. She didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for...
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter.
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you...
What a lively place.
I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chip. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life.
That's not a massage. That's just called snapping him in half.
Materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know,
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. Then again, it wouldn't be the first.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords.
Oh, Centrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
My god. I just imagine Columbina being like, "Hey, what's up, you stupid ass whore?" That'd be so funny, I'm sorry.
hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life.
Yeah, you're gonna whip out something else too.
What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
That must be... Is Columbina just having a bad salvia trip? Did she take Datura or salvia? She probably took some, like, really bad psychedelic or delirium. If she's like this.
The most important thing right now is to find that maid.
This name thing seems super important too. But where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Columbina?
They improved on the animation a bit.
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Maybe it's not so bad just quietly staying by their side like this. I should have read that in Columbina's voice. Hold on. Maybe it's not so bad staying by their side like this. I just like how I have Columbina's wig on my fucking wall. Anywho, actually it doesn't look too bad on my wall because my room's theme is like soft colors, like cream white and like diamonds and shit. So, I'll be right back.
It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more difficult.
Okay, I'm back. With a drink this time.
Frost is coming!
What? I'm streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I can't use it on my computer yet because I need HDMI to DisplayPort cable for it.
Where are they going?
The only reason why I can use it at Koi's is because his computer uses... His monitor uses a DisplayPort cable. Mine does not.
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole?
Steph, you get an adapter.
Or should I call her Mage N?
No, it's fine. It'll come Sunday. Then I could just unplug my monitor and plug in my drawing tablet. It's not really that big of a deal.
Ah, not really. We've never met.
Yeah.
She has come up in conversation.
Get some sleep. Yes.
From what I've gathered, Alice kind of took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion. That kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that.
Yeah, larger than life personality. That's definitely what you mean.
Inner circle.
I mean, I guess that's true, but Barker, I know you mean more than personality.
If I remember correctly,
By the way, I'm just kidding.
Being an
I'm just kidding.
interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexen Circle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her?
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away?
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be this young lady, then?
Bro, oh my god. She looks like my best friend's OC, like her old OC when she had blonde hair. I actually stole that OC and used it in my own like universe.
Sorry to disturb.
Varka, Knight of Boreas.
And by stole, I mean I asked her if I could use it, and she said yes.
Might have mentioned me before.
If we got the wrong person? Well,
When I shook my head...
What?
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice.
It's really you.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Holy shit, she's beautiful.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle, but I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to...
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry?
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred...
Angels are a thing in Genshin?
The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
What?
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she...
For some reason I thought about Saint Lolly, but I'm like, no.
If I get into the specifics.
Saint Lolly's not the Lord of the
I'm
Night.
not mistaken. You are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
Still nothing on Twitch yet.
Right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war, or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moon? Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the 3 moon goddesses were dead. It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the war of funerary flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative water. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control, and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual.
Why is her mouth not moving?
Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false
I'm
sky and
confused.
saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Tevat and the outside world, which means with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay.
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong?
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so
Whoa, time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki.
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together at...
What?
You look lost.
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
When does it not?
Alright, let me think about how to put this more... Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the moon goddess back home.
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the moon goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scion.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in great... Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
She seems friendly.
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kuthar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frostmoon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them. Just in case there's some way that I can help.
How would you help? You're literally disintegrating. You're literally pulling a Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Wait. How would it sound if Columbina said, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good?
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
No, I'm just fucking around.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were... There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from
Oh my god, Relange, shut the fuck up. I just got a notification from my group chat saying that, like, Relange is trying to debunk the allegations again. Like, bro, just pack it up. Pack it up. Hold on, I have to read this shit.
But for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing.
I will be debunking everything I've been either falsely accused for or have been blown completely out of proportion soon. This will be a massive 3-part video. The first part will be on January 11th at the very soonest. This will be my very last time even attempting to clear my name, and even trying to get another chance. That's what you said the last 5 times, but okay. I'm going to be putting blood, sweat, and tears into researching the legal standpoints of everything I have done, and I'll be debunking everything that was blown completely out of proportion, including the stuff that was completely false entirely. I will admit that I was wrong on some things, like Anani guy being Rick. But everything else was, like, true. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, do you mean asking ChatGPT to suck your dick for you? Like, what? I'm done being silenced. I'm done having law enforcement sent to my house constantly, even though the first and only time they had to come, everything was resolved in a civilized manner. Didn't you say you were swatted? What? What? My voice will be heard regardless of what happens. I don't care about career nor reputation anymore as long as our ships have long since sailed. But this harassment and slander is going to end now. Motherfucker, the only person you're slandering is yourself. You look like a clown. I will not let this mental anguish and torture of mine continue. I'm going to defend myself, and y'all will not silence me any longer. Enough is enough! Bro, these comments are just fucking cooking him. I can't wait to see another sob story of yours. I can't wait to see another sob story thinking every single thing you ever done was okay. Even honestly, I don't believe you even excuse me. I honestly don't believe you fucked up anymore. And he replies, just wait, I'm providing loads of evidence against the people who have exposed me themselves in front of the 3 parts, including you. You're not exempt from everything that's going to be exposed. Oh my god, that's just so funny. He's like a 5-year-old, bro. Yeah, whatever. Go ahead and prove that every single freaking thing you did was good. I don't care whatsoever, but I'm still gonna come after you till you're off this channel. Because this is 100% difficult for you to understand. Social media clearly isn't for you, and I mean it. That's from a Nani guy, by the way. Never said anything I did was good, just debunking the stuff that was heavily blown out of the water. Deal then. Can't wait to see that fail so miserably. You can say it won't all you want, but I know it's gonna. I mean, I can kind of give it to Rick there. I mean, he never said what he did was good. Sorry, I was texting Pookie Bear. But yeah, Rick, just pack it up, little bro. This is like fucking sad at this point.
I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbine. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frostmoon scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth.
Sure.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test.
Wait, what doesn't? Sorry, I was texting my boyfriend again.
The 3 moons are not but lies through ever shown for us, and Kutar is her name.
Sorry, this was funny. My ADHD asked me to calm down.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with.
I told my boyfriend I was gonna beat him up with a spoing. What the fuck is a spoing, bro?
Kutar did not speak, merely gazing.
By the way, that's a joke. I don't beat my boyfriend on purpose. I do it by accident when I'm asleep, though, because I'm restless. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy.
Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gay. How could you say that?
You're on speaker.
I know.
You want to say hi to my chat?
No. Your chat stinky.
I'm gonna make you stinky, little bro.
Stinky and unemployed.
How'd the Columbina costume look on me, by the way? Did you like it?
Yeah.
It's also, I'm gonna be so dead ass when I say this. I think it's one of like the most comfortable cosplays I've owned. It was a bitch to put on, but like it was very comfortable.
Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki.
Okay,
Built
I
a
love you.
beautiful nest for the child.
I love you too.
Good night.
Good night. You're not gonna say you love me more?
I thought that was obvious.
No, I do.
I do.
No.
Yeah. You want me to draw a fake mustache on you?
No.
Do you want me to draw a big dick Randy on your ass cheek? I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yo, check out the sick new tattoo. I still can't believe I thought your dad's shirt said that thing, bro.
Don't even.
What? By the way, chat, I thought today, like, my boyfriend's dad, he was wearing a Starbucks shirt, and I deadass thought it said, I, like, come in my coffee. I'm like, what the fuck? And I did a double take and said, I like guns in my coffee. I'm like, oh, yeah, I was about to say, like, what did you say?
said, I don't even know if I could go to Comic-Con, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to decide pretty soon. So.
Because my mom wouldn't be able to drive me to your house or pick me up.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of have to talk in code here, but, let's just say if you stay in my room, for the most part, you'll be okay, especially because I'll be of age.
Well, it's also hot as hell in your house. With my medicine would pass out.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I can just fix it by opening my window, so. That usually fixes it.
No, I don't think I can go.
You're not going?
Yeah, I want to, but like, that would be like $50 for your mom at least.
We'll figure it out. I mean, you can. I know I want to take you with me to the anime convention because you said you liked it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never said you couldn't do that, so. Yeah. Just this time it might be, for Comic-Con it might be a bit difficult. That and the anime convention is cheaper.
Hi guys, I'm gonna leak her address on stream.
Yeah, I live in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Diddy Lane.
Shit. Oh no, you just doxed yourself.
Yeah, I know. Send me a couple razors. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I remember that.
Okay.
Not knowing the meaning
Anyway,
of Qatar's divine intervention,
Good night.
the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. The Qatar was gone. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent record. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame.
Damn, Paimon be spitting bars.
Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Let's see. There's Barca. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last.
Was that a Melusine?
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation...
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
What doesn't?
Who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's Emo with a hat!
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of...
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy, good to see you again, Mr. Guy.
Oh, do you guys want to know fun fact? I actually met Scaramouche's voice actor in real life, I think like last year. I don't remember if it was at Comic-Con or the anime convention, but I did.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nocry. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left our... But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along?
I didn't realize how fucking huge Varka is. Jesus Christ, bro.
Even though they're Harbingers,
The Frost Moon Scions' relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
Oh, we're back in the Experimental Design Bureau with Daddy and Sandrone.
Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru.
I wonder if anyone's gonna cosplay Sandrone or Lalma in Comic-Con. I hope so.
Wait.
Last year I took a picture with I didn't post most of the pictures I took last year at Comic-Con and anime convention because I didn't get their permission. I don't want to leak random people's faces. The pictures I did post were pictures I had permission sending or like posting. So
Well, what do you know?
It's fine.
if it's on a private Instagram, I think that's one thing. But I still want to respect the cosplayers. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nodcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Marka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the Academia.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet he could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
No. He probably touches kids.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants, and he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct.
You know it's bad when the other Harbingers want the Tsaritsa to fucking recall someone, bro. That is bad.
Yes, I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 Harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place. The only similarity we share is that once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Well, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh.
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
What would happen if I pull out Sandrone's key?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results. That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. a waste of time? The nerve!
You've been...
Hat guy, I must say, you...
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say, I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing the tourist. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to clean a gnosis or anything like that. That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of—
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come.
It's kind of interesting that the Frostwind Science of Worship and ex-Fatui Harbinger considering they had bad blood with the Fatui. It's very ironic.
The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden.
Is that meant to be symbolic of something?
Giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice.
Sorry, I'm not really talking, by the way.
Dumb and stupid rumor.
And what happened after?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. That she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequin.
Huh! It's a Sealy!
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you...
Okay! Time to do what adventure...
Or endurance POV?
Here you are. Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Totori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation. When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sound.
Duran is a Scaramouche if Scaramouche wasn't an asshole.
However, we could not change their fates. The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Tevat that can escape its past. But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms... It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, I could not have been born as Duran otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you are still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe it's because you want her hypothesis to come true. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our intervention. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Become the Phantom.
Following the same rules means...
Wait, actually, you can maybe ask a Phantom to do something for you.
Playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite no...
Yes. And I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul. But the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted. This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
Wait, was the Akasha thing and Irminsul like an allegory for ChatGPT and AI? I mean, this was before it got really bad, but, you know.
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage.
I do think it's an allegory for how AI is going to end up destroying the world sooner or later.
Is anyone there? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana?
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll...
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it. To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for...
Let me try. I should be able to influence that.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Duran can use the power of the Abyss to affect the world in which the Phantom is located. For example, using it on a stone pillar will create a barrier with the intimidate and obstruct attributes, which in turn will affect the choices and actions of the human Phantom.
What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
Don't celebrate too soon. Next. Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
There's monsters ahead.
I fucked up.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No, there's monsters ahead.
I thought that was the Republic of Gamers logo. Republic of Durin Gamer. It's the Republic of Durin. My computer is the Republic of Gamers PC.
The monsters are gone. Is it safe?
I heard Alice, but oh.
The barrier's gone too.
I already read that.
Anyway.
I hasn't been a chat in like an hour.
Quickly, let's.
If that's the case, I might just end it here.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster.
Anywho, everybody, I hope y'all have a good New Year's, or had a good New Year's, and yeah.